Oh, we're already starting out with blurriness. Go figure. Okay, I can see now. Yay. Zero watching. Share. Go share it out on Facebook. Sometimes I'm a little special. I'm just saying. With me. Post. How is everybody doing? I don't know why I'm singing that. Lord knows I ain't got no singing voice. Pop out my chat. Organized. I need to get more organized. I don't know why I don't do this sooner. But I don't. Every week. So how is everybody? Is everybody doing good? I'm doing good. Still waiting on my food to arrive, so you just say it's gonna be cold by the time I get to it. What was I doing? I got sidetracked. And share it to the groupie group. The groupie group. Share to page. Yeah, we'll do that one first. I figured it would just be easier to do this. Maybe I should have done it beforehand, but you know, things happen. And share to... Sorry, I ate a gummy bear before I started this, and now I'm kind of regretting that. Share on a group page. Yay! There I am. The original post. And post. Where's my little chatty box? There's my little chatty box. Everybody being a little quiet. Hey, there's Miss Patty. How you doing? Miss Taker's wife. Oh, I guess I don't need that anymore. Hey, Grammy Karen, it's good to see you. Yay. How are you beautiful people doing? Hey, Incense Shop, I got your video on the list, on the playlist. I do. I don't remember what the total count is, what we're up to today. Laying down, waiting for hot water heater. Ooh. Hey, there's Frugal. Hey, guess what? It's 6 o'clock. Okay, it's 6:04. Okay, I guess in North Carolina it's 7:04. You know, Frugal, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about when you emailed me and asked me that to put in 6 p.m. Central Standard Time instead of Eastern. I forget different time zones. I apologize. You'd think I'd be more aware of that since my mom's in Florida and my dad's in California. I deal with time zones all the time. But yeah, I clearly, when I first sent that email, I didn't even think about it. I'm here eating dinner. You were having cabbage and what? I don't remember. I apologize. I think I'm having another Jack in the Box burger. But my daughter did text me and said that there was like a 3-car wreck on Main, so I'm sure the traffic is bad. Why are you waiting for your water heater? Are you out of hot water and you're waiting for it to catch up? I don't know what the temperature is, but when I was just let her outside before live, it was getting cold. It's 6:04 p.m. is in the Carolinas. Frugal is in North Carolina. Nope, it died. I have to buy one. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Those things aren't cheap. And I don't even know how to go about putting one in either. I know they have like all different kinds now, but I don't have a hot water heater problem, but I do have a pipe problem. Everything keeps getting clogged because, you know, me and my daughter have long hair. But I am sorry to hear about your water heater. Waiting for a water heater. I thought you said you were waiting on a water heater. I need to slow down when I read. Cabbage steak and French bread. Ooh. I don't know about the cabbage and the steak. Well, okay, I love steak. Cabbage is but I love some French bread. I love bread. That's why I'm kind of round, because I love carbs. It's not good for me, but I love it. Make sure I didn't miss anything, because, you know, good evening. This is where it's warm. It's warm and dry. It's warm. It's kind of dry. We did have it sprinkle twice today, or kind of rain. Hello, I mean you both. No, just cabbage on the grill, no steak. No, I think I'd want some meat in my meal. I love raw cabbage. I'm not so big on cooked cabbage. Even though I finally tried sauerkraut, and I like it. Who knew? I think I was like 43 before I ever tried sauerkraut. I don't know how I always dodged that bullet, because I know we had it in the school cafeteria lunch. Y'all remember school cafeteria lunch, right? Hey, David Northwater, how are you doing? Sourdough French bread is really good. That sounds really good. I had long hair until I cut my armpit. Frugal, please, man. There ain't nothing wrong with being bald. Bald is beautiful. At least that's what they tell me. Stone Cold Steve Austin's bald, and he's beautiful. And Bruce Willis is kind of on the thin side. There's a bunch of bald, good-looking men, so just because you don't have hair doesn't mean nothing. I used to have really long hair when I was like 5, and then I got it cut. How are you doing, Dave, on this slightly chilly Thursday night? But it's still groovy. Y'all getting ready for Thanksgiving? It's just around the corner. We're getting a turkey, and then I'm going to wait till next Wednesday to get the rest of the stuff. I know that's probably dangerous, but I just need a small ham and some side fixings. Awesome. Hey, how in the homestead? How are your bees? My hubby was bald. Had those gruggy good looks too. Yep. Oh, I like it when they shave it and they have that little prickly whatever. Excellent. Awesome. I still like them from a distance. Even though me and my daughter did go to Ulta. It's a makeup store. And they had this one cosmetic line that is honey based. And she opened that thing up and smelled it. She goes, whoa. And she put it up to my nose, and it was like, oh, wow, that smells just like honey. It smells just like if you opened up a bottle of honey. It was kind of not what I was expecting it to have a little light honey scent, but not like just straight up full-blown honey. Run your hand over their head. Yep. Oh, I do that constantly. Even when, like, it takes everything I have not to walk up to strangers and do it. But like when my son had his hair cut short, or my ex-husband when he cut his short, I'd always play with his head. I love that feeling. I do a comb over with my ear hair and eyebrows. Now see, bald would be better than doing a comb over with ear hair and eyebrows. I'm just saying. See, Tinker's wife gets it. Yep. I like the way it feels when you rub their head and it's, I don't know, 5 o'clock shadow on their head. A high and tight, as the Marines would call it. Yep. Most definitely. I love it. I don't know what it is, but it's just something I enjoy. Not so much the comb over with the eyebrow hair. How do you see, Tinkers, or Frugal Farmer? Hey, Camp Paddington Family Compound. Yay, I got it. Greetings from fabulous Idaho. Hello, greetings from Central Texas. Having the homestead in the hustle. Oh, I need new glasses, don't I? Actually, I just need to make this a little bigger. And I have the power to do that. You have the power. The power of Grayskull. Does anybody remember that one? I'm late to the party. Well, Amy, you've been late all day because I ain't heard from you since, I don't know, yesterday. My sister is in Spring, Texas. I don't know where that's at, but I'm sure it's probably, I'm thinking Springtown, so not that one. I have to Google that and see how close it is. He-Man, Frugal Farmer, got it. I have the power of Grayskull. Oh, what grade was that? I think that was like 6th grade I watched that. I'd come home after school, race home, and I'd watch He-Man and Inspector Gadget. Spring is in north of Houston. Oh, wow. Houston's about, what, 5-6 hours from me? I've been there a couple times. I usually drive. Why did we drive through there? I don't know if I was going to the beach or something. But how are you beautiful people doing? I am doing groovy. I've had a good day. I got to spend it with my daughter. After she woke up, of course. Did I say hi to everybody? I hope I did. I hope I didn't miss nobody. Because I don't want to be left out. I don't want to leave nobody else out. I got up this morning and it rained a little bit. And it was a little nippy. But it didn't rain long. It was like a few sprinkles. You know, Texas rain. We have 2 styles of rain. Either it pours down a storm or it sprinkles. I'm on the phone and can't type fast enough to tag everyone. I know that feeling. I sit there and there's sometimes I'm on the phone and then everybody will start saying hi, so I'll go run to the computer real quick and say hi and then go back to my phone. Because it's easy just to, you know, pop in and say hi on your phone, but on the computer, when you type in somebody's name with the @ symbol, it automatically pops up on your phone. You have to type that 100% correctly. See, what did I do today besides that? I don't know. It's not as productive day as yesterday was. Because yesterday I got 3 videos done, 1 uploaded. Then I got the 1 uploaded today for the Thankfulness Challenge. And then I've got 1 going up tomorrow, dehydrating strawberries. I'm on the ball this week. I did some work in the garden. I need to do more, but as I was sitting out here right before I came in live, it felt like it was dropping. Yeah, I was very busy yesterday and a little bit today. I did make my thumbnail for tonight. Yeah, having the homestead. That's the way I felt for like the last couple of weeks. And there's things that I need to get done, and I can do videos on them. It's just some of things are delayed because of money, or some things were delayed because of the weather. You know, like when it dropped down to, what was it, 24 degrees. It's just like winter came early. And now I need to finish the rest of the beds. I still need to build a cold frame. And I'm still wondering if I'm going to do the cold frame or if I'm just going to put stakes up and just kind of keep an eye on the weather and throw a tarp over it whenever they call for a good frost. But I really need to build the frame, and I got the stuff to do it. I made elderberry syrup, and I'm working on a new experiment, dehydrate. I saw that on Facebook, and I meant to message you about that. I'm going to try it, and I'll do a video on how it turns out. Yes, please do. Melodies Ritmo? Did I say that right? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hi, was I the only one traumatized by picking raspberries as a kid? I never picked raspberries as a kid. I didn't get to. We picked corn. I think we picked blackberries. Hey, Miss Stephanie Dale. How you doing? Wonderful. How are you and Tony and the girls doing? Good to see you in my chat. I hated picking blackberries. I picked blackberries, I picked corn, and there was a few other things. The plants are very prickly. Yeah. What else did we pick? We picked something else. I remember my grandma having a garden when I was little, but I don't remember doing much. Hey, Howdy Garden, how are you doing? We're good. For the first time I was notified you were live. I know, right? Go figure. You gotta love YouTube and Facebook notifications. I never picked raspberries, but I've done my share of blackberry picking, right? And elderberry picking. You've done a lot of that one, Amy. One year we planted thornless blackberries. That's like a good idea. I planted, was it grapes? Like 3 years ago, and I still haven't gotten any off of it, but I need to plant some berry bushes or something. We picked Himalayan blackberries in the wild here with thorns that would eat you for lunch. I hated strawberry picking. Oh, I love strawberry picking, but the bad habit is sometimes they don't make it to the house. The blackberry pies are worth it. I don't think I've ever had a blackberry pie. I've had a cherry pie, a peach cobbler, but I don't think I've ever had a blackberry or any kind of other berry pie. I got a notification this afternoon for Two Family Live from Monday night. Yeah, Amy, I get that a lot. I'll either get it a day or two late, or if it's a live, sometimes I get it like I'm already in the live, and then I'll get the notification, and I've been in the live for like 30 minutes. My wife puts the Christmas lights on her jade plant and the citrus tree when it's supposed to freeze, and then throws a cheap king-size sheet over them. Yeah, see, I was thinking about doing something like that. Blueberries are easy and fun to pick. Joe and I have harvested 20 quarts of bags of pecans from our backyard, with lots more to go. Stephanie, we would like to, but the squirrels get them before we do. I say that, I did find a couple in my garden bed when I was making that video yesterday, or the day before. I found several of them in there. Alright, sweet. I caught up. Yay, go me. I'm a little hyper. I've been hyper for like 2 days. I think it's all the sugar I've intaked. You can ask Amy. I Marco Polo'd her last night, and she goes, "Oh, what are you doing? What have you been drinking? What are you on?" I'm like, Dr. Pepper. My dog's being good. Hey, the real Brooklyn. What's up? So glad to have you. Welcome to the Known Show. With me. A little bit. Were you on a caffeine high yesterday? I think I'm still on that caffeine high. I think I've only had 3 sodas today. I had a lot of soda yesterday, though. Got to go. Water heater is here. Alright, sweet. Congratulations. Patty, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and congratulations, and have a good one. Hey, she's gone Country Farms. How are you? Is that Brett or is that Amy on the PC? Because I never know. Sweet. I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing good, too. It was a little chilly outside, but it's warm in the house. It's Amy. See? Tell them how hyper I was yesterday, Amy. I mean, I was bouncing off the wall. And I stayed that way for like maybe an hour. But like I said, I had a lot of sugar. And I had a chocolate donut yesterday. And I got so much done. I think that kind of just boosted my energy level. Because I did 3 videos. Got one posted that morning. And had the other one ready to go for this morning. And then yesterday afternoon I finished the last one that I'm posting tomorrow. And I did dig up some dirt out of the spiral and stuck in the wheelbarrow. I stopped to get it over to that semi-empty bed. Get it ready for the fall. And I still need to get another thing of wood shavings. Caffeine high big time. Yeah, indeed. You need to come over here with all that energy. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? I know. I could get so much done, Amy. Because you could supply all the stuff needed to get done, and I could supply the labor. Tired. I imagine you worked all day. Everybody keep Daniel in y'all's prayers, by the way. I'm game. I'm sure you are. Actually, I need to get the oil leak on my truck fixed before I make another big trip. I've noticed it's leaking pretty good. We're supposed to be coming your way in December. I will bring you some pecans. Sweet. Okay, why you coming my way in December? You can message me that in a private message. You ain't got to put that up there, but... And for everybody who don't know, Miss Stephanie is my first ex-husband's wife. We friends. We sisters. She family. Literally. Kind of, sort of. But we claim each other. Yeah, see, we're sisters, though. We have tons of pecans. Just gotta pick them up. We don't. We have, well, a lot of them fell when they were still in their green little cocoon. And what didn't, the squirrels keep running off with. I think I did find like 3 in the one garden bed that I worked on. You shake the box. No, Frugal. Ooh, I almost said your name. I did not shake the box again. Mr. Frugal Farmer here sent me a gift and then proceeded to yank my chain, making me think there was something else in that box to keep looking. Hey girl, I just got home and jumped on Joey. Of course, had your live ready to go for me when I got here. Sweet. Thanks, Joey. I appreciate it. So far, it's taken them an hour and a half to get a burger. But, yeah, Frugal did that to me. You're welcome, Daniel. I've been watching possums eating the pecans all night. Now, ours isn't the possums, it's the squirrels. But they've been stealing them. They get most of them before we do anyway. But I've noticed if I go digging around in my garden bed, I can find them. AT&S Dogs and Dragonflies Farm. How are you doing? Sneaking in here on me like that. Yeah, you can tell I'm hyper. And I didn't even take a nap today. Or did I? Not really, no. Kind of, sort of. I mean, I got up at 5:30 and laid it back down about 7:30. Got up at 8:30. I've been shoveling rabbit magic, aka poop. I've been dispersing rabbit magic. I've got it in that first bed. I'll take that other bag and stick it in that second bed. And that third bag, I'm only going to use half of it because I want to save the other half for rabbit compost tea or rabbit manure tea, or I don't know how you would word that. I think my husband is getting me a net of bees for Christmas. I'm so excited. Yes, I would be too. How's the challenge going with all the channels? I have not been able to keep up with the shop, but I promise to do it as soon as I can. It has been going great. I think the first week we had over 15 channels participate. The second week we had like just a few less. And hang on, let me help this dog out. Go get him, honey. My kids must be home. But and I haven't checked to see what the count on the playlist is now. I haven't looked since I've gotten home, but I think I put like another one on there before I got home. Yeah, it's been great.
She is too excited right now.
Well, of course she's excited. She smells food.
She's trying to steal your food.
Yeah, she does that. But there's something on my food that she will eat. Like, well, no, I say that. Sorry, baby, it's all shredded lettuce this time. Because they got me a sriracha burger instead of a jumbo jack. If it was a jumbo jack, it had a big piece of lettuce on there for you. But I've been really touched, amazed, blown away. I don't know how you want to word it. Of the amount of channels that have jumped in and done this challenge. It really means the world to me. What's for supper? It's a sriracha burger from Jack in the Box. My son-in-law bought it for me. But I'll eat it after, so it'll be there when I get there. But yeah, Jesse, I've been really blown away about how many channels, and in my channel each Thursday that I put one up, in the description is a list of every channel that participated the week before, like giving them a little shout out. Yeah, Stephanie, it is a little spicy, but I've gotten to where I've been eating a lot of spicy. I mean, Stephanie knows me. She knows I don't eat spicy at all, but here lately I have. I'll try and let everyone know how about the funeral memorial. All right, Daniel. Yeah, Instant Shop. It's pretty good. I mean, it's got a kick to it, though. The ones I have seen were beautiful. Good job, Rachel, on suggesting such a worthwhile challenge. I know. I mean, quite a few of them have made my eyeballs sweat because, you know, I don't cry. But it did. Yeah, they're tearjerkers. They should come with a little tearjerker warning. Yeah. Huh? Was that for me?
Did you see how she's sitting at the door?
Yeah. When you don't have to shut it all the way, but when you do, make sure it's on that side of the pillow. That way it doesn't, because the gravity or the airflow or whatever. There you go. And that way she can still get out if she wants. Well, if she figures it out anyway. She'll figure it out. But like ramen noodles, I'll make those, and you know how most people put their own spices and stuff in it. I've been doing that and putting hot sauce. Oh my goodness, yes. See, you see Anthony Dale? That's my ex. He knows. I don't eat spicy, but I've been taking hot sauce, and not just a few drops either. I mean a lot. And in fact, I think it was the last one I ate. It was so hot I couldn't tell if it was my lips were numb because of the hot sauce, or if it was because of the heat of the noodles. But I've been eating a lot of spicy stuff. I blame Amy. She's turning me into a spicy eater because, you know, she's Louisianian and they eat everything hot. Yeah, Hive and Homestead, I don't cry, my eyeballs sweat. But I don't eat spicy food usually. But here lately, like my salsa is getting spicier. Still sweet, but it's getting spicier. My sriracha burgers are spicy. Yeah, How to Garden spicy is good for you. Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on you, Amy. It's your fault. You're rubbing off on me. Cause usually me and spicy don't mix, and I have to go call my nephew. It's his birthday. Have a great night. All right, She's Gone Country Farms. Thanks for stopping by, and tell him we said happy birthday. But spicy is good for you. It's just I'm not sure how much spice I can handle, but I've been growing cayenne peppers and making my own cayenne powder, and then I did the video of where I did the red chili powder flakes, and I'm getting where I put that in any type of soup or whatever and eating it that way. I eat Asian equivalent of ramen noodles, and it is hot. I put a couple of eggs and fish in it. I haven't tried that or done that, but I mix Italian herb and seasoning in there. I mix in some dehydrated green onion. I put a little bit of cumin and chili powder, onion flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, a couple dashes of hot sauce. It's called Valentina's hot sauce. You get it at Dollar General. Hey, Dustin Stevens. My day's gone groovy. If you have to put your toilet paper on a freezer, it's too hot. Yeah. I haven't had that problem yet. But I watch what, you know, I don't like eat like a, what are they called? Carolina Reapers? I don't eat nothing like that. I'm not that level yet. But this coming year, I want to grow, I'm sure somebody here knows the name of it, but they're like jalapeno peppers and habanero peppers, but they're not hot. They're just the ones that have the flavor, not the heat. I want to grow those next year. AJ taught me how to really eat ramen. He always seasoned them well. Yes, Stephanie. The more seasoning you put in them, the better they get. I don't know why. There's some things like, you know, Frugal was talking about putting fish and egg in his. I don't really go that far with it, but I put all kinds of seasoning in it, just like I would if I was cooking anything else. In fact, I told my daughter that I'm going to get one of the big herb containers and do the ratio of each herb and stick in there and mix it all in and just have one shaker, because honestly, we use just about every seasoning you can think of in our food every time. See, I live in the state of Georgia in a little small town of Donaldsonville, Georgia. I wanted to show everybody in the lobby some love. Well, love right back to you, Dustin. Yeah, David Northwater, that's it. Oh, I love Carolina Reapers in the shop, and I'm trying hard not to bring all that hot ones home. Yeah, and my thing is, like, I do grow at least one cayenne pepper plant a year, but you really want to keep them separate from your sweet peppers because they can't cross-pollinate. I didn't really understand that until last year when my banana peppers that are usually sweet were hot. Megan took some out of because I pickled them, and she took some out of the jar, and she goes, "Ooh, this is spicy." And I'm like, it's banana peppers. It's not supposed to be. Yeah, come to find out, there was a little cross-pollination going on. So, this year I grew them in two separate beds. Actually, it was almost by accident, because the new bed that I had built in the beginning of the spring is where my pepper plants were. But my Cayenne pepper was the volunteer plant that came up in the U-shaped bed. I need to go back to New Orleans. I love New Orleans. On the North Carolina-South Carolina line. I kind of knew that. I just didn't know why, if it was close to South Carolina. And I knew they were close, but I didn't know it was, no, you know what I mean. Translate. Decipher. Yes, spicy sweet peppers are not so fun. No, they're not. I grew up in New Orleans. I grew up everywhere. I can't wait for Thanksgiving, eating some turkey and ham and all sorts of stuff. I've been dreaming of the ham with those big yeast rolls and some dressing or stuffing, depending on where you're at. What else? We do deviled eggs for Thanksgiving too. And last year we had barbecue. We barbecued some ribs, a pork shoulder, made potato salad and coleslaw and deviled eggs, and that was our Thanksgiving dinner. Because, a lot of people have ham and turkey for Christmas dinner too, and we knew if we had Thanksgiving we'd be tired of it before Christmas, and we just wanted something different. I'm not sure. We probably won't do that route this year. We'll probably go ahead and have the traditional ham and turkey and dressing and, I don't know, corn. I make cornbread, stuffing, collards, deviled eggs, ham and turkey. We usually don't do collards, I don't think, too often. Cornbread, I ain't gonna lie, we're lazy. We do the stovetop stuffing. You can come to my house for Thanksgiving. Not until I get my truck fixed. I don't want to make that trip, and that's next week. Sweet potato casserole. No, but I do love me some sweet potato pie and some pumpkin pie with some Cool Whip and apple pie and pecan pie. Did I mention I like pie? That's the theme why I'm chubby. And besides, Amy, I can't steal, the kids and everybody in my little truck and get to your house for Thanksgiving. If I could, I would. This year we raised our own turkey, so it will be extra special. Oh, most totally. That is so awesome. Was it hard raising your turkey? Abby's making pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, just saying. Oh, that's funny. Let's see, we'll probably have both. We'll probably have pumpkin and sweet potato, but I know I'm going to get bashed for this. I can't really tell the difference between the two. Especially when I put the Cool Whip on it. You know what I did last year? And this is so not healthy. I took my pumpkin pie, right? And I took that Hershey's chocolate and drizzled it across, and then put my Cool Whip. No, it was really easy. Raise them with our chickens. Cool. Yeah, Henry, it was good. It was better than I thought it would be. But I have a habit of drizzling chocolate on certain foods, like, if Anthony is still in here, he can testify to this one. When I was pregnant with my first son, I craved chocolate. Tootsie Rolls, Star Crunches, chocolate cookies, chocolate cake, chocolate milk, chocolate donuts. Chocolate was like the number one craving I had. And one of the things I came up with when I was pregnant with him was I would make pancakes, and I'd take that chocolate and I would drizzle the top of the pancakes, and then take the syrup and go the other direction, so it was crisscross with chocolate and syrup. You put chocolate on everything. Yes, I do. Exactly. Teenage dogs and dragonflies. It's kind of like, chocolate on everything for sweets is the equivalent of bacon for everything with savory. You just can't go wrong. Yeah, I even have chocolate in my coffee. I have fluffy coffee, I think is what Amy and them say. My daughter raised a 23-pound turkey and we're having it next Thursday. Saturday, she and her husband are being taught how to process the 3 geese they raised. That is so totally cool. I'm doing the usual feast for everyone. Sadly, Pop has been a little ill, hoping to have him around for many more years. Let me know how Dad's doing. Keep me updated. Because inquiring minds want to know, and he won't tell me. He'll say, I'm good, monkey, or I'm good, kid. But, yeah. Amy and them call my coffee fluffy coffee because I have my coffee, and then I drizzle chocolate in it. Then I put a few drops of vanilla extract, a few drops of almond extract, my creamer, and a teaspoon or so of sugar, and that's my coffee. Told you, fluffy coffee. Dustin Stevens, I love pumpkin pie too. It's actually my favorite. It's crazy fluffy, more sugar than coffee. Well, why do you think I'm so hyper half the time? Yeah, and see, Amy, when y'all were talking me into drinking coffee, telling me it would probably be healthier than Dr. Pepper, you just didn't realize what you're implicating there. I got my turkey today hunting. Looking forward to them next week. They out. Congratulations. I'm getting ours like in the next day or two. But it's given to me from my Megan's family. They had an extra one, so we're snagging it. So very thankful for that. In fact, I'm gonna make that, and then I'll need to get a ham, but I need to get a few other things for the side. But pumpkin pie is definitely gonna be one. Pecan pie will be another, and we'll probably do apple. I usually try to have a little bit of variety. Okay, I've already read that one. Cool, I'm caught up again. But Tootsie Rolls, that's what I craved when I was pregnant with AJ. That was the number one thing that I craved when I was pregnant with AJ. That and Star Crunches. It was a real tie. But, oh man, I craved that and Supersonic number 2's cheeseburgers. The one with the mustard, pickles, onions, lettuce, tomato. And my manager, because I worked there at the time, he would always bet me I couldn't eat a whole one, and I would. You don't bet a pregnant woman that she can't eat a double cheeseburger. I mean, come on now. I tore that sucker up. But yes, Tootsie Rolls was... I always had Tootsie Rolls on me, or like a bag of them. With Megan, it wasn't so much chocolate, it was other things. Cool here in Southwest Louisiana. Yes. One of my favorite places. Southwest Louisiana. Bring back the brown bag special in the years I eat. I forgot all about the brown bag specials. Sonic has the Tuesday night half price night though. You too, How to Garden. You're killing Joey and I talking back. I worked at Sonic for like, alright Stephanie, God, off and on almost 2 years. And, yeah, I love Sonic. And they started that half price night when I worked there. I remember it was only supposed to last 6 weeks. Yeah, that was when I was 16 or 17. Excuse me, 17. So that was 30 years ago. Oh, wow. That Sonic started that half-price Tuesday night burger thing. Yep. It's good stuff. But I love their burgers. They do you remember when a number 1 signified if you wanted a burger with mayonnaise on it, a number 2 meant you want mustard, a number 3 was hickory sauce and onions, a number 4 was a chili cheeseburger with onions, and then the value menu, or the value meals, changed all that. So it's like, oh. But I still go up there, and what I will do is order a plain cheeseburger and have them put chili and on it for me. Hey, Thrifty VG, how you doing on this fantabulous Thursday night? Chili cheese coney with mustard and onions. Heart be still. Yeah, I love those too. I'm still here listening, but I gotta get some things prepped for our game tonight. Blindfold taste test. Yeah, that I'm not gonna miss that. I'm gonna be there with bells on. That's gonna be good. We'll see who has to taste what. I remember when Sonic gave out small plastic animals with the meals. My mom collected them and I'd save them for, yes, and they would go on your cup lid, or you could stick them on your window. You remember when you went to Sonic and they would ask you for here to go, and when it was for here, they'd bring out this red tray and stick it on your side glass. See who survives the night or not. Tony is still craving Star Crunch. Star Crunch is rock, I'm just saying. Oh, Stephanie, you know what I want? Like, so bad. I want a pizza burger from Mox's. I miss those so much. Seriously. And it's not what you think. It's the name of it's a pizza burger, but it's not anything dealing with pizza. It had pork and it had beef mixed together into a patty, compressed, with a piece of mozzarella cheese, and then dipped in batter and fried and frozen, and then that's how they shipped it out. And they would deep fry it at the restaurant, stick it on a hamburger bun with mayonnaise, lettuce, and tomato. That was amazing. Curtis's Cafe in Hayti had them, and Mox's in Crowsville, Missouri had them. We had them every once in a while in the school cafeteria. Oh, I'm sorry, Thrifty. And see, where else? I found them in one other place. But you can buy them online in a box. They're frozen. What have you been dehydrating? Strawberries. And peppers. And that's it for right now. I need to get some kind of, like, was it that flank meat that you do for beef jerky? Oh, and I want to do bananas. But you said I have to dip them in lemon juice first, right? I'm surviving the weather. How bad is it there, Thrifty? Because you're in Rhode Island, right? If I remember correctly. Hey, bub. Getting started on the homestead. What up, brother? I'll catch your video here in a little bit. I saw it post right before I went on, and I'm like, I'll watch it after the live. So, I'll watch it, I promise. I do bananas, just brush fresh honey on them and dehydrate them. They're awesome. Why do you brush the honey on them? Is it for the taste, or does it do something? Does it make them crunchy? Sorry, I'm hyper. I feel like I could run a marathon. Yep, bananas need to be dipped in lemon juice to keep them from turning brown. Yeah, I thought that's what you said. And it's pretty much anything that's like that, ain't it? Stop by to say hi. We are watching Grandson, and that's a handful. Oh, alright, Southern Blessed Homestead. Thank you so much for coming by, though. I like my bananas brown. Don't you use brown bananas for banana bread? Yeah, Amy, that's what I was thinking. Not crunch, but it tastes good. I'll have to try that. I can do half and half. Do you just dip them in honey, or do you just take a brush and put just a very light coat on there? Does it change how long it takes to dehydrate? I think would be a proper question. Or a better question. Sorry, I kind of was reading. I could remember not to do that. And oh yes, fried mushrooms. God, I miss those. But you can ask Tony anytime we ever ate at Knox's. I had a pizza burger and fried mushrooms. But I know the last time I was there, Knox's didn't make the fried mushrooms anymore. That was so sad. Good night, everyone. Got to get the kids in bed. Alright, Heidi Garden. Thanks for stopping by, and you have a blessed night. We use ripe bananas for banana pudding. Oh, and to make that for Thanksgiving. Banana pudding. Yes, Amy, I'm writing it down. I gotta make sure I don't forget because I want some of that. Yes, I love fried mushrooms. They're like, I'm gonna have to buy some and make some because I have a deep fryer. I just brushed them lightly, a little longer in the dehydrator. Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering because I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna make sure I do it right. Banana pudding. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. Banana pudding, and more banana pudding. Indeed, bub. Pizza heaven and the pinball machine. Yes, Tony, most definitely. Oh, and what was their subs? They had one that some of their subs were good. I mean, like real good. The Reuben. I really want one of those. See, that's the problem with small town restaurants that are just like one of a kind. If you leave that city, that town, that small town, you can't get that food anywhere else unless you go back to visit. Yes, that's it. We figured out how to do gluten-free fried mushrooms and onion rings. Yum. Chitlin subs? No, Frugal. I don't do chitlin subs. This was, I want to say it was corned beef or something. Hey, Whispers in the Wind. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? How you doing? How you been? Are you doing okay? Hanging on? Awesome. Keep you in my prayers. Been a long time. Well, you know, if I don't talk to you every week, that's too long. Oh, daughter just had surgery. She's recouping at home. That's good. We'll keep her in our prayers too. I'm helping with the granddaughters. Awesome. Gotta love grandbabies. Oh, everything went well with the surgery. Yeah, me too. How do you do, who was that said that? Having the Homestead. How did you do your gluten-free, mushroom and onion rings? Out of curiosity. Of course, I don't have a gluten problem, but, you know, that could change. Or if I have company that has a gluten problem. But I love to make homemade onion rings. I mean, who knew how easy it was to do that? There's a lot of things now that I'll make myself instead of, you know, buying the bag. a bag of onion rings. I can make onion rings. I can make fried mushrooms. Ooh, you ever get the chicken breast and you do the egg batter before the flour type thing, you know, but you put seasoning in your flour and you bread it real good and deep fry that and stick that on a hamburger bun? Oh, that's so good. Homemade mini pizzas. Yes. I miss the homemade mini pizzas. But we do pizza subs now. Tony, take that French bread, cut it in half. If we have time, I'll take a little bit of butter, mix it with the garlic and herb, and put it on the French bread, toast it for a little bit, take it out of the oven, put on the sauce, and then, you know, your cheese and pepperonis, and of course mine gets mushrooms, and then stick it back in the oven and let it toast. Oh, that's so good. I have a gluten problem. I don't, at least not that I'm aware of. I don't have any food allergies whatsoever. Shout out, host. How you doing? I'm doing good, Rain. How are you? You snuck in on me. I was bumping my gums and wasn't paying attention. Daniel Walker's Against the Grain recipe. So yummy. Awesome. I have to look into that. Yeah, Tony, yeah. It especially if you do that garlic and herb with the butter and toast it first with it, it gives it that, I don't know, pizza Italian taste. It makes it more authentic tasting. Gluten-free is how I am able to keep my weight off since my stroke. Anything white usually has gluten. Yeah. I made a video on my stroke recovery channel of what I take and how to eliminate the gluten. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a gluten issue. Now my niece does, and a few other people that I know do. As of right now, I had to find some real wood. I have no food allergy whatsoever. Now, pork sometimes hurts my stomach. Pork chops anyway. Not bacon or any other pork style food, just pork chop itself. Ooh, French bread on the charcoal grill. That sounds delicious. You know what else is good on the grill that you wouldn't think about that I've done? Rice. Especially if you marinate your chicken or something in like orange juice and then take that and put it in your rice and cook your rice on the grill with that. That stuff's amazing. I used to love homemade bread with butter. Yeah, I do too. I make yeast rolls every once in a while. Getting started on... I'm allergic to almost all food. It makes me chubby. Yeah, same here, bub. In fact, I actually gained weight this summer instead of losing it. I still love rice, but I use long grain rice. I like the long grain rice too. Gotta go make dinner for the grandsons. Alright, Camp Paddington Family Compound. Have a good one. Enjoy dinner, and thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I love cabbage steaks on the grill. See, I think that's just what a frugal made tonight for a dinner. Was cabbage steaks and French bread. I haven't had it. But yeah, I've never had a cabbage steak on the grill. At least not yet. Give it time, I'm sure I will. Because I do love cabbage. I just tend to like it raw more than I do cooked. Okay, I'm on my way for supper to your house. Right? Actually, any meal that's cooked for me that I don't have to cook is yummy. Well, a few rare exceptions, but most of the time, if you don't have to cook it, it's good. My moms will get that. Moms will understand. I'm allergic to mushrooms. I'm allergic to bananas. I love mushrooms and I love bananas. My son's kind of allergic to bananas, but I think it's because he had so many as a kid. See, Stephanie knows any meal you don't have to cook yourself, especially after you've had kids and had to make meal after meal after meal. That's a good tasting meal that's brought to you, especially if it's like breakfast in bed. Anthony, hint, hint. That'll get you major brownie points with Stephanie. When I was young, mushrooms made me hot. That's a different type of mushroom, frugal. I've never had those type. Right, breakfast in bed is like the bomb. It's like the second most awesome thing on the planet. Yeah, I love you, frugal. I really do. You crack me up, brother. But yeah, I love breakfast in bed or dinner in bed. You know, eggs over easy with homemade bread, butter, cup of coffee, and back bacon. Yes, or some sausage. I can do sausage. I love bacon. Don't get me wrong. Every meal I could eat bacon, but I do love sausage in the morning, especially the. Well, I don't care if it's patties or links, just sausage in general. Be back in a few. Have to check on the. Okie dokie, we'll be right here. At least for another 43 minutes. Oh yeah, and home fries. Oh, I love fried potatoes. No, he ain't the cook no more. I don't think he ever was. I mean, he can make some things pretty good. I know AJ can make some pretty good food too. Some men can cook. I have to give him that. I'm just picking on you guys. The sausage from the pig is delicious. Yes. I imagine it is because it's homegrown, home raised, without all the bad stuff. I would love to have my own pigs and sausage and stuff. Maybe one day. Right now, I have to settle for store-bought, but I like it too. I can burn stuff real well. I do on occasion, but I'm a fairly good cook. Hence why I'm around. Oh, that and the soda. Just lopping corn. I don't know about just corn, but corn on the cob is like one of my favorite things. I know it's not a vegetable per se, at least not a healthy one. I mean, it's a vegetable, but it's not a healthy vegetable. It's like the bad boy of the vegetable garden. But oh, for the pigs. Well, I like it for me. Yeah, but see, exactly, it's just the slop in the corn. Your pigs aren't getting the hormones, the growth hormones, the chemicals, and then all that preservative crap when they process it and sell it at the store. Corn is a starch. Corn is wonderful. Especially corn on the cob that's been ground in butter and salt. I'll tear that up. But I do love corn. I know it's not a healthy vegetable, but I like spinach and sweet beets. Oh. My grandma used to make some awesome sweet beets. And I like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini. Love fried zucchini. I haven't tried the zucchini boat bread yet, but I want to. I do season butter on corn. Maybe that's what I need to do. Season the butter and then stick it on the corn. I ate corn right out of the garden, cold. I've never done that. I've thought about it, but I haven't tried that yet. But I ate a lot of other vegetables right out of the garden, like my cucamelons, my strawberries, my cherry tomatoes. I think that's about it. Because at least my cantaloupe and my watermelon do make it to the house. Maybe not far in the house, but they do make it in the house. But the watermelon or the sweet baby Ray or sweet baby, not sweet baby Ray, that's a barbecue sauce. Sweet baby watermelons, and they're single serving. But I got some seeds from Bare Bottom Acres that I want to try. And I'm wanting to say that they are a small, like, melon type. I have to check through my seeds again, see what I have. Ooh, that's about what time it is. It's about time to go through my seeds and see what I need to stock up on and what I want to get. Because I want to get the pimento pepper, the paprika pepper, pimento, paprika. I want to get a variety of sweet peppers, and I want to get the jalapeno and the habanero sweet, or the non-hot versions of those two. I'm going to have a bed next year that's going to be dedicated nothing but sweet peppers. And then the other big bed will be tomatoes and, I don't know, probably onion or something small. Maybe zucchini or something. But I'm getting another trellis for the, you know how I have the one trellis on this side. I'm going to get another one for and put it right across. That way I can have watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumber, and something that Amy gave me. What was it? Loofahs. We'll also have the arbor, so I have to come up with some stuff to climb the arbor. Well, cucamelons will climb the arbor. Because I love the cucamelons. If y'all haven't grown those, you should. They get about the size of a grape. They look like a watermelon, but taste like a cucumber. And they produce a lot of foliage. And they climb really well. Ooh, sweet potato. They climb too. Maybe I'll do that on one side of the arbor. Mad Hatter peppers are awesome. Not hot. It has a great flavor. Did you get it at Baker Creek or Am I Gardener or Seed Saver Exchange or where? Bub. Mad Hatter peppers. Because I'm definitely going to grow a large array of sweet peppers. And then I want to make a salsa with all of it mixed in there. And of course my onions. I'm hoping this coming growing season that my onions and my peppers and my tomatoes all do well at the same time. Because like for the last 3 years, I've gardened for 4 or 5 years, but 3 years ago my tomatoes did really well, but not so much my peppers and onions. Last year the onions did pretty okay, but not so much the other two. This year my peppers did great, but not the onions and tomatoes. Well, the tomatoes did okay, but that sounds good. And you know what else I do with my salsa? I put zucchini and a little bit of a cucumber. I dice them up really small and I throw that in there. I take banana peppers that have been pickled, and you know that brine that it's sitting in, I put a little bit of that brine in with the salsa, the salsa itself. It gives it a real sweet, vinegary taste. Then I have, you know, a little bit of cayenne pepper and, you know, other hot peppers to spice it up just a hair. I got it at Lowe's. Okay. We have a Lowe's. I'll check that out. Thanks, bub. I need a loofah for my homemade soap. Do you need me to send you some loofah seeds when I get them? I think I've already got them. Or maybe I need to go get them. I have to double check my inventory. I know once you grow them, you'll never need loofah seeds again, from my understanding. And I want loofahs for the same reason. frugal. Yeah, my sister-in-law in Texas used to make with zucchini almost. Yeah, well, one, because zucchini, the only thing that really gets me here for zucchini that I battle every year is the vine borers. And my best defense is just to plant more than one in several different areas. Sometimes they'll all produce a lot of zucchini at one time, and then they'll all get attacked and it'll slow down. I can cook. I'm in Texas. I can cook, and I don't matter what state I'm in. I'm just picking with you, Daniel. But, I put that last batch, I put zucchini and cucumber both in there. Onion, banana peppers, sweet bells, apple peppers, sweet apple peppers, and of course tomato. But I made mine with cherry tomatoes. I froze them, and then Jess off of Roots and Refuge said that if you take the stem out of the top and then score the bottom with an X and then freeze it, when you defrost them, the skins will pull right off. And I did that, and that worked. That was so much easier than trying to peel like 50 cherry tomatoes. I enjoy cooking too. Whispers in the Wind. If I use anything, it's usually like like a vinegar with cayenne pepper, a little drop or two of Dawn soap, and warm water, and something else. But half the time, instead of I don't even really do that, because once it rains, it's gone, and here it can rain at any moment. Usually, to deal with pests, if it's something like that, I just plant more of it, and I go out there every day, and if I see caterpillars, I pick them off and get rid of them. Tomato hornworms, I pick them off. Aphids, I usually use diatomaceous earth. I agree, frugal, because every time I cook, it seems like it's for a large crowd, so we have leftovers. But as far as, I use no, like, store-bought bad pesticides whatsoever. But if I do, it'll be something along the line with the cayenne pepper and the Dawn, and I think it's vinegar or something mixed together. Not much. I have to look up the recipe again, because that's every time I need it, I just look it up. I only use it once or twice a year. Most of the time, I just plant more than what I need, and also, pick off the bugs. But aphids, that's, they're itty bitty. So I'll use a little bit of soapy water to wash the aphids off, and then when they dry, put in some diatomaceous earth. You can also, I think it's cinnamon, you can stick around the base of the plant. That helps with that too. Amy is still here. She can probably confirm that. I think that's right. I know cinnamon also helps with certain, what's it called? It's not a fungus. Blight or something. I use 7 dust on collards, or bugs will destroy them. Yeah, I'm in the city, so even though I do have bug problem, depending on what it is, it's not as bad as some of you that are out there in the country. Perfect, all natural, if you can love it. I have instant shop so far. The pesticides use vinegar, cayenne pepper. Yeah, I did spell that right. Cinnamon around the base of the plant. Sorry, just writing it all in here. Yeah, I use all natural. I don't use anything that, That was my whole point of gardening. I didn't want to use chemicals. So I use natural remedies. And you can usually Google, something, because like the soapy water, it's only a few drops, like maybe a half a teaspoon of Dawn to a bottle of water, and I think they want to say they put in a little vinegar, some kind of vinegar in it, but it ain't much, because vinegar can kill your plants if you use too much of it. Oh yeah, well that's the whole reason of growing it, if you're using pesticides, that kind of defeats the purpose. You might as well just go buy the GMO stuff at the store. As far as I mean, I guess it's healthier, but not by much, because what Roundup's causing cancer and all that. I'm down in the boondocks, and I say that for real, but this past year, the bugs were horrible, even for me. Like, there was like 3 days straight that I had to wash off my black eyed peas because they were completely covered in aphids. Well, that 4th day I didn't have to because the storm came through so bad that it took care of any bug that was on a plant. In fact, it took care of some of the plants. It was that bad of a storm, but I use diatomaceous earth, and then the rest are just, you know, soapy water, wash the aphids off, and then and just plant more than you need. I mean, honestly, for like the vine borers, if I can catch it, because you can tell usually when if you're looking at your plant, you can tell if vine borers. It's a moth that lays an egg on the stem of the zucchini plant. And when the egg hatches, it burrows a hole inside of the zucchini plant and kills it from the inside out. And a lot of times people don't recognize it until the plant starts to see signs of distress. But you still can save the plant. Now, there's some kind of chemical some people use that they said that's okay, but I don't even do that. You get you a razor blade or X-Acto knife and you split the stem of the plant from the hole that because down at the bottom somewhere you'll see a hole. Well, it'll have these crystal looking brownish yellowish stuff on the limb or on the stem, and when you see that, you know you have vine borers. You take an X-Acto knife or razor blade and cut from there up a ways, and you gently open it up a little bit, and you'll see these little white grub worm looking things. You pull those suckers out. You try to get all of them. Then you take mud and you pack that stem back with that mud and keep it close to the ground. And sometimes the zucchini plant will form roots right there and keep thriving. I had it happen, I think it was last year. I pulled grub worms out of that thing 3 times and that thing still lived. And I still got zucchinis off of it. I like that song, Down in the Boondocks. Me too, bub. Dust the base of the plant with diatomaceous earth to help with vine borers. Yeah, the only thing that is if it rains, you have to redo it. But if you do get them, I didn't have them nearly as bad this year as I have in previous years, but I noticed I moved my zucchini plants in different locations of the garden instead of doing like traditionally where you plant all your plants together, you know, like you have all your corn here and you have all your tomatoes here, all your zucchini here. Instead of doing that this year, the zucchini, I moved it around. I had one in one bed, one in another bed, one over here, one over there, and that helped. And I think I thought about doing that with other varieties of plant too, you know, just kind of mixing and matching like. But I did grow my garlic and onions with my peppers this year, which I think helped keep the pests down with them back when they were baby plants and trying to get established. Because I know, like, garlic and onions, well, garlic you plant sooner, and sometimes it's hard to know where you're going to plant it. But onions, you can plant it underneath certain trees. Or not trees, but plants, you know, like big plants. Like, right a foot in front of my pepper plants, I grew my onions. And I grow basil around all my tomato plants. And I did marigolds also. I did those in between the peppers. And I think it was golden berries I had on the other side. But you can do companion planting to help. It doesn't stop bugs, but it does help. It does make an indent. Because the first couple years I gardened, I didn't use marigolds. I didn't plant onions around other plants or garlic around other plants. There's another one. I think it's daisies that help. I'm going to need you to pick my seeds this year. Our garden did okay, but I think it would have been better if I had picked the right seeds. Get with me on that, Stephanie. My garlic is doing good in my square bales. Yeah, that's something I'd like to try too, Frugal, is the hay bales. But you have to prepare those first, don't you? If I'm not right, or if I'm wrong, correct me. So they act like bug pesticides because of the strong smells. Do you think? Yes, that's exactly what it is. Certain bugs don't like certain smells. So if you plant certain herbs or onions around certain things, it helps. And I'm not going to say it's not going to stop the bugs 100%, but it does make a dent. At least from my experience, it has. Companion gardening, look for a book called Tomatoes Like Carrots. Exactly what Thrifty said. No problem, Daniel. You know I'm there for you, man. Yeah, I plant a ton of marigolds. Now, I would be the first to admit I'm not good growing too many flowers. I like to try to grow different ones. Not all of them do well. But I'm good at growing marigolds. And I recommend you grow them suckers everywhere. They do help. I didn't prepare mine. You didn't? You just kind of planted them in there? Cool. I have to check that out. You got a video on that yet? Or is that one of your ones in reserve? I can't believe it's 7:21. Hey, there's Miss Tinker's wife. How you doing, Patty? Did you get your water heater connected, or is it just delivered? Inquiring minds want to know. And a tea. Yes, you can. Stiver's Homestead did a marigold tea video, I do believe. Well, it's being installed now. That is so awesome, Patty. I'm glad to hear that. Something else that she did with the marigolds. What was it? She made a tea, and I'm wanting to say she made something else with it. You can eat them too. If I'm not mistaken, Stacy off of Doug and Stacy Off Grid talked about marigolds was something you could eat. But I'm going to plant a lot more of them this coming year than I did this past year. They have my elderberry too. Love those people. Yeah. Basil is good to plant around tomatoes. Good for bugs, and they grow well together. They grow exceptionally well together. I found that out, or I confirmed that this year. I grow flowers in my garden to attract pollinators and in tribute to my Nana. Yeah, that's another good thing, Frugal. Thanks for bringing that up. Not only do flowers help keep certain pests away, but it helps bring more bees and other pollinators in to pollinate your rest of your plants. And that's probably one of the reasons why my garden did so well this year. Yeah, they do taste good together. Stephanie, are you doing in the ground or raised beds? What kind of gardening are you doing? I need to make some rabbit manure tea. Well, I guess I don't have to make it now. I have to wait. But I need to make sure I don't... Because I got 2 bags left, and I want to distribute a bag and a half of that to the other beds before, setting them up for winter. But I want to keep like a half bag to do some rabbit manure tea for spring when that starts. Started in pots, then transplanted in the ground. Okay. Do you till before you plant in the ground, or you're just gonna have to call me. We have more rabbit magic if you need. Yeah, I might do that, because I'm sure I'll be back at your place before March. Because March, the very, very end of March, the last week of March is usually when I start putting things in the ground here. Usually. I think last year was April 1st. This year was like March 25th or something. Rabbit babies coming into the next week. Sweet! Because they're going to produce a lot of rabbit poo. Black gold for the garden. I still gotta do my worms. I think I'll do another worm container in the house like I did last year, and then summer try to figure out how, or not try to figure out, but do the frugal, what's it called? Worm tunnels that you do for your garden beds. Open wherever I know to have room for elderberry and herbs. Yeah, I've got one elderberry plant, but I have it in a 5-gallon bucket, so I'm not sure if it'll produce there. Yes, we did, but Joe may have been part of my problem. Why is that, Steph? Worm farming. Worm farming is such a great idea because I've done it before. Because you can feed them your scraps and stuff, and you can keep them in a house in a tote or bucket, easy to do, and then every few weeks clean out their bucket and have all the worm castings that's gold for the garden as well. We will be shipping elderberry cuttings this spring. I might come pick some up. Rabbit is delicious. Yes, it is. Towers. Worm towers. That's what it's called. I'm thinking about putting, I'm thinking about doing 3. Well, maybe 4. I want to do 1 in each of the 5-foot by 10-foot beds, and then maybe do 2 in the 72 square foot U-shaped bed. Get a plastic utility tub. More root room for the elderberry to grow. Alright, I'll do that, Patty. Well, he don't know the difference between plants and weeds. I'm certain he picked it all thinking it was weeds. Yeah. Probably. If you got your hands on a wood chipper, or if you, well, you're in Collinsville, no, you're in Arkansas, same difference. Go find a tree trimming company, and you might be able to get free wood chips. And then when you plant your seedlings, put wood chips around them to keep the weeds at bay, and then if weeds pop up anywhere else, he'll know what to pick. And I have Frugal's address, Amy. I can give it to you. Worm towers, I gotta check it out. My son and I are interested in those. Molasses tubs work too. Yeah, but I don't have access to molasses tubs. But the worm towers are awesome. You take a PVC pipe, 3 to 4 inches in diameter, and you drill holes the size of the earthworm. Or, red wiggle, or whatever worm you're going to use. I can't remember what the size is. I can look it up for you and email it to you on what size drill bit. And you drill holes in, like, the pipe part that's going to be buried in the ground. Alright, after you got your holes drilled, you put it in the ground and bury it. And then you can get you one of those PVC pipe end caps and use it as a top. And you put scraps and stuff like that in that pipe, and that way the worms can come and they'll eat the food, and then they're free to go back into the rest of the garden bed. Thanks, Steph. I got some. I did a video on worm towers, Turner's wife. Yep. Hang on, Frugal. Alright, Frugal, type something for me. Anything. I know, doggy. Sorry, my granddaughter just took over my chair, so I have to find another chair. Oh my god, granddaughters can be such a pain. I used a 1/2-inch bit. Ain't that kind of big? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, post your link to your video about your towers. That way I have it too.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on. Give me just a minute, Scooby-Doo. There. Is that what you want? No? You just want to bug me? You just want attention? Come on. I earned a wrench. Yes, sir, you did. So now you can get the link to your channel and post it in the chat. Say hi, Xena. Woohoo, Mod Squad. It's because she smells my burger up here. That's all it is. She's a ham. So I'm a ham. Right on the chin. Sweet. Thanks, Frugal. Yeah, she's very hungry. Especially for human food. Quit pawing me in the face. Oh, I promise. You will get a bite when I get a bite. No paw, no face. No paw, no face. Aw. No paw, no face. She don't care, does she? She's just trying to climb all up in my lap. She doesn't realize she's as big as I am. Well, not quite. You're such a ham. You're such a ham. You want my undivided attention. I know you. I've seen your kind before. I watch the Discovery Channel. Oh, my babies. Are you happy now? Your tail's wagging. You must be. Please don't paw me in the face. Okay, baby, get down. It's too hot for that. I bet she would love our dog food. It's human food. I make it. Yeah, I bet you she would too. You're welcome. If you're thinking me. And if you're thinking... I don't know. I lost track because of the dog. But yeah, actually I thought about that earlier today. About starting to make her own... Or making their dog food. Need to make a video on that, Amy. I'm just saying. Maybe we'll grow more veggies to stick in their dog food. Got dog hair on my desk. And on me. Yeah. You're so cute. How'd you get so cute? She's a mess to sleep with, I tell you that, though. Yes, Mother. Alright, now. But you do need to make a video on that. I'm just saying. You know, inquiring minds. I'm still waiting on that that oatmeal video. When's that coming out? Will I be drawing my Social Security before I see it? You know I love you. I'm just picking on you. I can pick on her because she's always picking on me because of how short I am. Hey, Amy. Say wheelbarrow. Of course, nobody else can hear you. I can't either, but it's still funny. Better for them. My friends make it for their labradoodles. They breed awesome service companion dogs. Yeah, well, it's just healthier because all that crap that they stick in the dog food is killing the dogs quicker, and they're just not figuring that out. I know I'm working on that one this week. I cook a lot of rice with meat scraps for my critters. Alright, Stephanie. Yeah, I'm Skoshimotal. I think she uses rice and vegetables, and then she uses like, oh, what is it? She makes like a chicken broth and a beef broth and uses that with it. Not short, vertically challenged. Indeed. Fun-sized. I do believe I'm the tallest female in my immediate family anyway. You're not getting... I You're not getting your old people check yet? No, not yet. You know, not all of us can be little whippersnappers like you, Amy. Power packing size. Yes. Good night, gotta go. God bless everyone. You have a good night, Thrifty. Thanks for stopping by and try to keep warm. I know it's cold over in Rhode Island. We're gonna be ending this in about 10 minutes. Amy, throw the link up for your channel, because in about 25 minutes, 24 minutes, the Broussards go live, and they're going to have a blindfold food tasting contest thingy. That's going to be interesting. But got a chick on the help. Alright, Tink. Alright, Patty. I don't know, Tinker's wife. Congratulations on the new water heater, and I hope they get everything in right. Good night, all. So glad I got to see y'all tonight. Me too, and Stephanie, every Thursday night at 6. Every Thursday. Unless something happens, and then I'll usually post that. When I get hyper, it's hard for me to formulate my words. Just, you know, my brain is going faster than my mouth can keep up. And, Steph, you and Tony have a good night. Take care of the girls for me. Kiss the family, tell them I love them, all that jazz. But Amy goes live at 8, and they're having a food blindfold tasting thingy. See you next week. Indeed, I'll be here. Same known time, same known channel. Known what I'm saying? I drive Megan nuts with that. Because, you know, gnome country. Garden gnome. I know, it's cheesy, but I love it. Blindfolded taste test. There you go. Blindfolded taste test. You got get blindfolded and you got to taste something and see if you can decide what it is. Daniel, she doesn't sell it yet. She just makes it for her dogs. Which I really probably need to start doing. What is it, Sparky? I call her all kinds of names. Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo! Where are you? Quit on the face. I don't know why you gotta do that. What if I did that to you? How's that? You like being pawed in the face? No. So just hug me and be done with it. Ooh, your breath. And you're not getting my cheeseburger yet. She got me good. Gotta love her. I love you, boo-boo. Yeah. But you're not getting the cheeseburger. Not yet. I know you want a bite. Yeah, she's something else. She's spoiled rotten. Don't paw me in the face. I know. Sit. I'll give you a bite if you sit. At least the bread. Because I don't think you need anything spicy. There you go. Are you happy now? She's so spoiled. My granddaughters love animals. My 12-year-old granddaughter wants a dog. Dogs are awesome. I think they're great for kids. You know, Frugal, you say that, but sometimes I joke about that. I'll be sitting there doing something, and she'll start doing that, you know, that, and then trying to call me. I'm like, what is it? Little Timmy fell in the well? And she's just looking at me, and she still does it. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely need to talk Mom into it. I think dogs are great. Animals in general are great companions for kids. It helps them teach them responsibility, love, passion, empathy. I love my dog. She cuddles up to me every night. She's something else, and she's right there by my side. I'll feed her a little bit of whatever I'm eating, and I'll sit with her while she eats, because if I feed her in her bowl and walk away, she'll walk away. She follows me, which is weird for a dog that was almost starved to death. I need a hammer. How do I get one of those? A hammer? Home Depot? Walmart? Maybe Dollar General? Dollar Tree. $4. I think they have them. If that's what you meant. That's what I read. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And she... Ushami syndrome. She follows me around, and she'll go around the garden and patrol the garden. She chases the squirrels. She never really gets into the garden and chews up anything important, you know. It's not, you know how like some dogs will jump in your garden and dig a hole and dig up your plant and kill it? She never does anything like that. Oh, is that what he's asking for? Or is that what you think he's asking for? Oh, usually when you need to post a link, that's when I give you one. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a wrench, Daniel. That's not a hammer. That's cute. It's cute that I messed that up. Not cute that you asked. Let me clarify that. But, yeah, usually when somebody needs to post a link, I'll give them a wrench. I just don't give them out willy-nilly because they have the power to block people and stuff like that. I have to, you know. Dog, why are you breathing on me? It's like 2,000 degrees in here. You want another bite, don't you? Yeah, I know. I can do it. You're eating all my crust. Ooh, that one's got a little too much sriracha on it. There you go. You're being good now, so. I love this dog. But she's awesome. She really doesn't tear up the garden or anything. She does patrol it and chases the squirrels off. And when I'm out there working on it, she's right there. And actually, so she's wherever I'm at. It's like when I feed her, I actually have to sit in the kitchen and let her eat, because if I don't, she won't really eat. She'll take a couple bites as she's walking through the room, but she won't sit and eat like an animal normally would. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, because I usually end at about 7:45. At 7:43, that's close enough. But that way I can feed me and her and use the bathroom, get something to drink, and get all ready for the Broussards Homestead Live at 8 o'clock. Be there, be square. Anyhow, thanks everybody for coming out. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Right here. It was great seeing you too, Whispers in the Wind. I'm glad your daughter's doing good too, by the way. Or doing better. Amen, sister. I'll see you guys at the Broussards if you're there. Have a good one. God bless and peace. Love y'all.